Hello boys and girls, it's me again. Today we visited the computer lab briefly, and there you basically learned two new things. Some of you learned more than two, but the emphasis was placed on how to access and how to use your computer's thesaurus to find synonyms and antonyms. And the next thing we discussed today was how to insert numbering into your Word document. Now at school, we used Windows XP as the operating system, but I know at home many of you have new computers, and instead of XP you are using Windows Vsta, and you might be having some problems finding how to insert numbering and how to access the thesaurus. Now on this laptop I am also using Windows Vsta, so I'll give you a brief tutorial on how to do these things. Now what I did is, on my laptop I have on my screen, on my desktop, I have a shortcut to Windows Office. But just in case you do not have a shortcut to Windows Office to click on, go to Start, Programs, Microsoft Office, click, scroll down to Microsoft Office Word and click on that. You wait a few seconds and voila, a new document opens. Now, today in class, if I recall correctly, we had a main menu, and then from there you selected, I think it was Tools, and from Tools you went to Language, and from Language you went to Thesaurus. Now with Windows Vista, the interface is much different. We have everything grouped. So in Windows Vista, instead of going to Tools, you will see shortly what you have to do. First, the first thing I instructed you to do today was to change the font and the size of the font. You were instructed to change the font to Arial and the size to 12. Next, you were instructed to type a heading. The heading was synonyms and antonyms. Next, you were instructed to hit enter twice. Now remember that I'm running Windows Vista, so if you are still using XP, here it will be a little different. You will see your editing toolbar and you will go to numbering. Either way, it should look like this. The little icon will look something like this, and when you move your mouse across the icon that looks like this, you should see where it says numbering. Click on it once. The number 1 appears. The first word we used today was fast. We chose fast because it's quite simple and all of you can define that word, and there were a lot of synonyms and antonyms available for fast. Semicolon, space. Now we are about to look for synonyms for fast. With Windows Vista, you have to go to the group where first you go to the tab, you go to the tab, the review tab, you click once. There are many ways you can access the thesaurus. The first way you can do it is by just clicking, go to the proofing group, and you click on thesaurus. And as you can see, the research task pane opens. Let me show you another way. So I'll close this. Another way is to go to the proofing group and click on the research, and you see again here the research task pane opens. I'll close it and show you yet another way. You can go to the word itself that you typed, so fast, and right click once on the word, and then you see a menu appears, and you go down to where it says synonyms, and you see a quick menu where it shows you a few synonyms for the word fast. If you want more options, then here again you can go and click on thesaurus, and again the research task pane appears, and you see it already automatically inserted the word fast, and we see that we have different synonyms for fast. Right here you can select what type of reference material you want to use. Reference material is basically materials you can use, things, resources you can use to find information, to conduct research. You see they have the United Kingdom thesaurus, United States, French, Spanish, or maybe you might need an encyclopedia, a dictionary, etc., etc. Today we will use the English United States thesaurus. Okay, you see a lot of synonyms. I will select a few of them. My advice to you, pick the ones that you are most familiar with. So quick, comma, space, swift, comma, space, hasty, comma, and one more, speedy. So I think most of you are familiar with those words, and you hit enter once and you'll see the numbering will automatically continue. On Fridays, every Friday you're supposed to turn in your SpellX with 10 new words that were discussed in class that week, and for those 10 words you were supposed to find synonyms. Now I don't have time right now to type 10 words. I'll type one more. Fat, semicolon, space, and I'll go to my thesaurus, delete those words, so backspace, and I'll type fat, and you can hit enter or you can click on this little green button right there, and voila, again we have synonyms for the word fat. I'll select at least 4 of them. Sorry, heavy, comma, large, comma, big, comma, and stout. These are all synonyms. Now because of time, what I'll do, I'll just hit enter a few times until the numbering disappears. Hit enter one more time. Now usually you would continue up until you have 10 words and their synonyms, but before I run out of time, let me show you now how to do the same for antonyms. Now what I'll do, I'll type antonyms. Oh, before I forget, I saw that I skipped a step. Let me go back. Here I was supposed to type synonyms. Okay, now that's correct. I'll go back to antonyms, enter, and I'll go to, I want to insert numbering. Sorry, I go to the home. I forget I'm not on XP. I go to the home tab and I click on numbering, and there you see we have number 1 again for the antonyms. We are going to find antonyms for the same words which we found synonyms. So the first word will be fast. And now what I'll do, if you go back to the, so let me type again, fast in the research task pane, click, and if you look at the options, all the words, the synonyms that it gave you, if you go down, you'll see usually at the last one you see the word, after slow you see in brackets antonym. Click on that and voila, you see it gives you antonyms for the word fast. So we'll choose a few of them that I think you are familiar with. Sluggish, comma, unhurried. So if you recall correctly, in class today we discussed that antonyms are basically the opposite of synonyms. So it gives you the opposite of a word. Lengthy, and one more, gradual. These are all the opposite of fast. Enter. Now we'll find antonyms for fat. So I go back here, backspace, and I type fat, and I hit enter, and you go to where it says antonym, click on that, and here you see the opposite of fat. Skinny, I'll choose a few of them. Skinny, bony, slender, and one more, lanky. And there you have it, boys and girls. So remember, for your assignment, you are supposed to give me 10 of each. So 10 synonyms, and then those same words, you go ahead and you find 10 antonyms for those same words. When you're finished, do not forget to save your work. Now I'll just use the shortcut. I will save it so I can find, you will have to save it to your memory sticks. For now, I'm just going to save it to the desktop so that I can find it. It already, the computer automatically placed the title, the file name, sorry. So I'll just go ahead and save it. And once it has been saved, you'll notice up here it went from document 1 to synonyms and antonyms. So that's, now you know for sure it has been saved. Your document has been saved. Once you have completed everything and your document is saved, then and only then will you exit. Now I hope this tutorial was it will be useful to you. I know this tutorial will be useful to you. See you in class tomorrow. Bye.